Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. This video I wanted to talk about film and film photography specifically. Just because I feel like, it might not be really understood what makes film photography so special and so difficult. Because I didn't really understand before I got into it. And yeah, once I got into it and started, shooting it and really understanding it, I'm like, whoa, okay. So maybe you guys know the difference, and maybe you have an understanding of it, and maybe you don't. So, anyways, here's this video. So film photography. So this is my film camera. I have the Canon EOS 3. It is a 35 millimeter film camera. So it's not medium format. And yeah, the nice thing about this camera is that it actually works with all of my Canon lenses that I have. So any Canon lens that I had on my digital cameras works with this one, fortunately. You can see like the little film canister here. I have Portra 400 loaded into it, and I have 2 shots left on the roll, which is perfect. So I'll be able to kind of like show you guys what you see through the viewfinder in this film camera versus what you see through the viewfinder in a digital camera. And yeah, so obviously with film you get 36, sometimes 24 shots per roll, and you only get one shot at each shot. You only get one chance at each shot, and you have to make sure that it's properly exposed. There's a little light meter inside the viewfinder that helps you make sure that your highlights aren't blown out and that your shadows aren't too dark. And yeah, it's just a world of a difference between, taking your photo through this and then not seeing it for a couple weeks till you get it developed, versus taking your photo in a mirrorless camera that shows you exactly what the photo is going to look like through the viewfinder. So like as you're changing your settings, the image that you're seeing through the viewfinder is also changing, telling you exactly what your photo is going to look like. And also with mirrorless cameras like this, you pretty much get, with mirrorless cameras like this, I was trying to show you how many photos you could take, but it's on a self timer, so you'll hear it go off in, there it is, okay. And then my microphone died. Another difficulty of this travel lifestyle. I'm gonna let it play out for a few more seconds because it's kind of funny watching me do this without actually knowing what I'm saying. So enjoy. Okay, so my microphone died in the middle of that, and I didn't even, hold on, there's a car pulling up next to me.
One hour later.
Hello. Thank you. It's unfortunately not mine, but thank you.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, like I was saying, I didn't hit record on the last one. Some park rangers, I wonder if they're gonna yell at me. I already got yelled at once today because technically you're not allowed to film in national parks without a permit in Australia if you're filming commercially, but fortunately this is just a passion project. So, okay, one more time. Alright, let's try this one more time. Making sure I hit record. Good. Okay, so my microphone died, which is incredibly unfortunate because I specifically charged them because I wanted the best quality content for this channel moving forward. But, you know, these things happen. Anyways, as I was showing you before, my microphone so rudely died. The thing with digital cameras is you can just like rapid fire shots, just like, you know, just like take as many as you want, doesn't really matter. And you know, the thing with mirrorless too is that looking through the viewfinder, it shows you, and I'll, you know, somehow make a visual of this, it shows you exactly what the photo will look like. And then as you're changing settings, you know, what you're looking at is also changing to, you know, immediately show you what you're gonna be seeing if you take a photo in that moment. And also on digital photography, you get the instant gratification of actually seeing the photo seconds after you take it. And you just don't get that with film. So yeah, film is definitely a little bit more difficult. There's a lot more to it, and obviously I'm by no means a master or an expert. I've only been shooting film for about a year, a little over a year. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to, you know, do this. And you know, I'm sure, you know, most everyone knows that, like, yes, this is film. Like, they know that shooting on film means that it's actually being shot on a physical piece of film and you have to actually get it developed. I just kind of wanted to go a little bit more in depth, just like a tiny bit more, and kind of actually show the difference between like trying to take a photo on film versus trying to take one on digital. So with that being said, let's try and show you. So for these parts, I decided to do voiceovers because looking back on it now, I was kind of all over the place trying to film this and also talk about it, and yeah, I just think that this will be better. So anyways. And then you can't really see it through this view, but there's a light meter on the right side of this that helps show if I'm properly exposed. And properly exposing can be difficult, which it seems like I actually struggled with it on this roll. And so after taking the last shot of the roll, you can hear the camera winding the film back into itself, and you just take it out and load your next roll. I enjoyed this roll, even though the quality of some of the photos wasn't quite what I'd hoped they'd be, and this could be due to the scanning process from the lab or due to me just not properly exposing them. You know, part of the fun and difficulty of film is that you actually don't know what your photos are going to look like until, you know, sometimes weeks later. It's all a continuous process, but the feeling of getting those photos back and getting to relive those experiences and memories through the feelings of film is one that's pretty hard to beat. As I switch the aperture, it gets darker and brighter. So this is telling me if I take the photo right now, that's exactly how the photo will look, see? But if I brighten it up and I take the photo, that's exactly how the photo will look. So here's a little comparison between some of the digital and film shots. I don't know what it is, but there's something just so dang special about the feeling that you get from film. It's truly something amazing. So like I said, I had already filmed my outro, and now I don't even remember what I said in it, and my microphone died, so I can't even like go back and look and refilm. So just from the hip. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that this was at least like a little more insightful, of like actually showing like what the difference is when you're looking through a film camera versus what you're looking through a mirrorless or a digital camera. You know, I was definitely not surprised because I definitely did my research on film before actually diving into it. But still, it definitely, I find film so fulfilling. And just like, I love the fact that there's no instant gratification. Like, there's been times, like oftentimes, I'll go finish off a roll. Like, I have 3 rolls shot right now, and I have not even, I mean, I have a slight clue on what's on them, but like, generally speaking, I don't really know what's on them. And that's a really cool feeling. Every time you get film sent back to you, and you like open up the files and you like see all the pictures, like, oh my god, like I forgot about that. It literally feels like a kid on Christmas Day. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope this was a little insightful to you, and you kind of could take some stuff away, and even if that's just a little bit more of an appreciation for film photography. So yeah, and yeah, if you want to see some of my film photos, I'll possibly list them down right there. I'll just like one right there, and one right there, another one up there, and then maybe one last one right here. And then this one right here is just like my all-time favorite. Alright, I'm done. But yeah, anyways, film has been a huge part of my journey in the past year, and I'm definitely looking forward to it continuing to be part of my journey. But yeah, alright, I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.